Hello. I have so many extra projects to do this week and a couple of weeks to come, so I thought that I just would give you a bit of a report from my trip to Narva. For the ones of you that think that there have been far too few men on this channel, well, I'll just try to repent that today. Here you go. This was my trip to Narva. At a ridiculously early hour in the morning, I was picked up by this beautiful man, and we drove for a couple of minutes and then met up with this beautiful man who drove us about 180 kilometers to meet up with these beautiful people, and then we drove to Stockholm. Passing the county border, we of course showed our passports from the 1700s. In Stockholm, we boarded a boat that was going to take us to Estonia, and on the boat we ate a lovely dinner and then we sewed because we hadn't finished our clothes. And the morning after that we landed in Tallinn. We are in one of the main churches in Tallinn, in Estonia. And I thought perhaps that I could film, but look at this. Not allowed to film in. So I thought I'll just film our walk through the beautiful streets of Tallinn instead. This is a wide view of Tallinn. But Tallinn was not our destination, so we just got ourselves into the car and started driving. In this lovely place, we're eating our lunch, and I bought this ridiculously beautiful cape. And then we came to Narva, and the next day the men had to rehearse, because in the afternoon on this field, the event itself was going to take place. This fortress is about the only thing that was left of Narva after the Second World War. This is where the event is to be held. And I will stop talking now for a minute. The real rehearsals took place in this field, and this is where I have most of my footage. Here are some of my beautiful friends, and this is a kabloomer. Well, of course that's not the real name, but I don't know what it is. Oops, there's me. Spreading. On our way back from the rehearsals, we stopped by a monument over the fallen warriors from the Battle of Narva. A lot of Swedes there. And on the other side of the river, you can see Russia. Yeah! Then we went back to the fortress for a bit of lunch. And you see there are a lot of Carolinians and there are quite a lot of muggles as well. You know what muggles are, don't you? The ones not dressed in historical clothing. And here you can see Russia. Time for the actual event, and you can see a lot of people and actually a TV camera. They were on Estonian TV. Time for more kabloomery. What do you say? You can feel that?
Absolutely.
Yeah, this is Evelina. In the evening, of course, there was a party, and what do soldiers do, even on their way to a party? If you remember my worries about being a bit hazy with the Baroque and the Rococo era, these ladies did not think like that. Here we can see Baroque clothes, we can see Victorian clothes, and everything in between, and that's really nice. And then they were dancing, at times with quite a bit of confusion involved. Some people were a bit less confused than others. And then there were games. Well, I don't know, but someone might just have won something. As I said, the confusion continued. After a couple of hours of that, we went to the after party, and then we went to the after party, where we were joined by a Russian man who looked remarkably a lot like Tim Curry. And that party went on for a couple of hours, but then we had to go to bed because the next day we had to pack all our things because we were going back to Sweden. In the car I tried to rest as much as possible since I have realized that I'm not 20 anymore. But well on the boat the party continued, and the evening ended up in the karaoke bar where Victor owned it all. And I seem to have thought that some kind of artistic approach to the filming was a good idea.
I will make you if I could start again 1,000,000 miles away.
Well, they started cleaning before we got to bed. In the end, I have to say that this was a wonderful weekend, and there's just one conclusion to this, and that is that reenactors rock. Well, I doubt you learned something new today, but one can only hope. See you soon, I hope. Bye.